Welcome to A Transformed Life, the podcast where we alchemize our ashes into art, transform our pain into power and peace. I'm Hope Rose, your hope dealer, inspirational guide, and storyteller in this podcast. Each week, we dive into inspirational stories of transcending our grief, how to navigate custody battles with peace, transform our trauma into triumph, and what seems like a mess into a magnificent masterpiece. Together, we'll foster transformation, resilience, and guide you in claiming personal responsibility for your story. Our stories offer hope, encouragement, and community support, guiding you toward better health and wellness. Join me as we discover actionable ways to leverage our struggles, find healing, and rise like a phoenix. Tune in to discover your power, your divinity, and learn how to embrace your story so that it can serve others on their transformational journey. Hello, and welcome back to A Transformed Life podcast. I'm so glad you are here with me today. I hope your month is going well. And if it's not going well, maybe this podcast will give you a little inspiration and cheer and all of those good things. I am super excited about today's podcast. And it was kind of a reflection on some of the goals that I had for 2024. And all good thoughts come in the shower. And as I was thinking about some content for social media, I had something come to me of like, why don't I do 25 ideas to transform your life in 2025? 25 ideas for 2025. I'm sure you get the cute little synchronicity there. So I have come up with 25 ways to transform your life in 2025. And most of these I do already. And so I thought, you know what? Let's share them with the world. 2 of them I implemented this year, kind of upgraded the one. And yeah, I'm just super excited to share these with you today. I'm going to put them in a PDF and include a link in the show notes for you to download them. And you can maybe make some notes, maybe print it out and hang it on your fridge. So without further ado, let's start with number 1. The first one is to read a personal growth book a week. And this is something that I tackled in 2024. And I am very happy to say that we are almost finished with 2024. And I have read a book every week. And a personal growth book in different categories. So it can be entrepreneurial, it could be spiritual, it could be some kind of healing book, some kind of transformation, but just all nonfiction. So something that really edifies and builds up your life. So reading one personal growth book a week. I read all my books tangibly, except for 2 or 3, I believe. I was able to listen to some books, additional listens. But I really like the actual reading paperback or hardback cover in your hands. There's just something tangible about that. And I just think it's a more of like a somatic experience. So I have all of the highlights on my Instagram if you want to go back and see all of the books that I have read in 2024 and maybe give you some inspiration. And there's some really good ones in there. The very first book I read in 2024 was Think Like a Horse. And so I highly recommend that one to put on your list. And a lot of these I just got from the library. And so, transforming our life, while it can be a financial investment, it doesn't always have to be a financial investment. It can really be books from the libraries. Something like taking a nature walk, totally free. So don't let a lack of finances stop you from transforming your life right now, right where you are. Number 2, this is something I've been doing for actually quite almost my entire life, when I was as a child, as a teen, I would do this and kind of got out of it for a few years. And then in the last couple of years, I started a very dedicated writing practice every morning and every evening. And my writing practice that I do, and one that I really recommend, is just a stream of consciousness. And so I recommend 2 pages every morning and a page every night. That's something I do. You can make it more, you can make it less. I think that's a really good number. There is kind of a scientific method to writing 3 pages at a time. Because I've been writing for so long, I can kind of break it up a little bit. So 2 in the morning and 1 at night. And if I feel like I need to write more, then I do. Like I remember one time I was processing something, I wrote like 9 pages, but like the minimum is 2 and 1. I would say if you're just starting out with this practice, really start every morning with writing 3 pages. And they don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a big book. It can be a smaller journal. If you look at my stories on Instagram, you'll see that I post almost every day, every morning and every evening, my journal practice. And they're just, they're on the smaller journal side. So writing every morning, and then I choose a different color marker or pen. And it's just really fun to kind of flip through the pages after I finish a book. It takes me about 54 days approximately to finish a journal. And so when I flip back, I can see each day is a different color. And that is just something fun to really look forward to. I really look forward to when I get up in the morning, I get to write. It's like my own sacred space where I can write anything I want, whatever I'm feeling, whatever is coming up, and really kind of just write to that page of like what I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing. And it's so therapeutic. So this is an idea for you to transform your life by writing every morning. And the reason why I bookend the day is it really does clear my mind. And I recommend for you to try that as well. See how that clears your mind before you go to bed. If you have trouble falling asleep, or, you wake up with a lot of thoughts and, racing thoughts in your head, this can be a really good practice to help mitigate that. And putting some commitment and discipline into your life and, and structure as well. Number 3, a nightly magnesium soak. I have been doing this magnesium foot soak for, I guess I started it in August 2023, and it's Living the Good Life Naturally. Not a sponsor of this show, but they need to be because I promote them all of the time. But magnesium, you've heard me say this before in this podcast, magnesium is best absorbed transdermally, which means through the feet. And so I don't have a bathtub, so I soak my feet in a bowl, a glass bowl of hot water with magnesium in it. And you want to soak for about 45 minutes. This is kid safe. If you have a bathtub, just make sure your feet are submerged in there so that way your feet can soak up that magnesium. And I like it before bed because I can soak my feet and journal at the same time. So they call this stacking. So you can get in on the transformation wellness stacking train and do both at the same time. But when you do this nightly magnesium soak, it really will revolutionize your sleep, your stress levels, your overall health. So this is another idea for you to implement in 2025. And I will add this caveat here. These 25 ideas that I have, you do not have to do all of them. I'm listing 25 suggestions, ways, pick one. I'd rather you pick one than, even pick 2 and not fulfill it, because when you pick one and you stick to it every day without fail, at the end of the year, you're going to feel so accomplished. And it would be so amazing to hear and support your journey with whatever you pick. And at the end, next year at this time, you can let me know how this one idea revolutionized and transformed your life. Number 4, daily Mendi practice. They're not a sponsor, but they need to be as well. Mendi is a at-home neurofeedback device. I have been doing this 10-minute practice every morning for today, I believe was day 405 in a row. And so it really helps with focus. It helps with labels such as ADD or ADHD. And I'm not a big diagnosis person, but that is what people will hear. It also helps with CPTSD and PTSD, which is some symptoms that I have experienced due to the abusive relationship that I was in, and I'm still experiencing the aftermath of that as well. And so really strengthening my mind, fit muscles in a fit mind, a fit, strong prefrontal cortex is really important to me and important for everyone. So this is also kid safe, maybe age 3, 4, 5, depending on the maturity of the kid. And so really anyone can use this practice, but it's Mendi, MENDI, and their device is awesome. You can do it at home. You just need it. It syncs up via Bluetooth with your phone. And it's a 10-minute meditative practice where you are training and strengthening and building a fit brain. Who doesn't want a fit brain? Number 5, 1 pull-up a day or 1 push-up a day. And if you've downloaded my 2024 Soulful Selections holiday gift guide, you will see that a pull-up bar is in that gift guide. I got mine on Amazon. This is the same pull-up bar that Jesse Itzler uses with his kids that he has in his home. And I love this bar because it goes in between the doorway, not over the doorway. There's a lot of pull-up bars. Decades ago, I had one that went over the door. And if you didn't have a certain door frame, the pull-up bar will not work. And so this particular pull-up bar goes in between the doors, adjustable, so it can go, wide or small. And I have it in between my door, and I do pull-ups every single day. And you can hang from the bar and really build your strength. If you can't do a pull-up right now, get a band and put it over the bar and use that to assist to get your pull-up. But this is a great idea to build upper body strength, actually total body strength, and really helps your hips. If you just kind of dead hang, you can also hang with a little bit more strength to it, halfway pull yourself up. It feels so good to wake up in the morning and just kind of hang from the bar. Number 6, a weekly clay mask from Alitura Naturals. Again, not a sponsor, but this is a practice that I have been doing for about a year and a half. As you know, I'm very particular and obsessed with super clean, organic skincare products. And I've always loved face masks, and this particular one is a clay face mask. And I use a derma roller from Alitura as well. And I do this once a week. And I put it down my neck and my chest. You can, do your whole body if you are so inclined, but really implementing this into your 2025 routine as a weekly thing you could do is a great self-care body somatic experience for you. You're really taking care of your skin, and it's just such a soothing ritual that you can implement immediately. Number 7, this one I was like, should I include this one? So I am. And maybe you already do this, but wash your bed sheets weekly. I think, so many of us, can be so busy with things. Maybe we don't have a housekeeper. Maybe we don't have somebody to come in and wash your sheets. How often do you wash your sheets? So this is for you if you're not washing your sheets weekly, to make it a weekly way to transform your life. And, that's the thing with transformation. It doesn't have to be big sweeping changes. It can be something super small. So maybe you implement washing your sheets weekly and doing a clay mask. Maybe it's washing your sheets weekly and a nightly magnesium soak. So kind of pick and choose what you would like to implement into your life and watch your life begin to change by just, upgrading and up-leveling your life. Number 8, this is one that I upgraded in 2024. As an athlete, I would get monthly massages, and I was going to do a stretch goal of getting a massage a week. And that felt too much for my nervous system. It was out of range. It was very stressful financially, schedule wise. And I was like, okay, let's dial it back. We don't need to go all the way to 100. And what I came up with was a biweekly massage. So basically 2 a month. And so if you don't get massages regularly, they're so beneficial for just that human touch. It really does calm and soothe your nervous system. If you are working out, it's great to help the muscles kind of relax and be at their full capacity to keep doing your workouts. So if you get a monthly massage, see how it feels to up it to bi-weekly. If you don't get massages at all, maybe start with one every other month. But just, really consider what you can do to kind of stretch yourself in a goal that's not out of range, but feels that it's doable with a little bit of a stretch. You don't want that rubber band stretched all the way out, but just a little bit to kind of give your nervous system like, I got this, I can do this, but not so much out of range that it feels totally overwhelming and you just shut down. I have loved my bi-weekly massages, by the way. Number 9, this is something I have done for decades, but no alcohol. Can you go 2025 without a drop of alcohol? This one will definitely transform your life. I've probably had maybe 5 drinks in my entire life, so I can't really say I've ever noticed a significant difference because that's just not how I've lived. But from what I hear from other people, when they stop drinking alcohol to include liquor and wine and, all of those different substances, they have, just better cognitive function. They have better sleep. Their relationships improve. They have clarity. They have more creative ideas. So this is one I would highly recommend to go 2025 alcohol free. Number 10, take 1 day per week without coffee. And again, if you know me, if you've been following me or listening to this podcast for a while, I choose not to drink alcohol. I choose not to drink alcohol, and I choose not to drink coffee. I do organic, herbal, caffeine-free teas. And so I won't get into all the nuances of coffee and caffeine. I know there's some people out there in the train of thought that it can help with longevity. I personally do not agree with that train of thought. And we are an over-caffeinated society, and we as a society are exhausted. We're more run down than ever. So caffeine is not working. So my challenge to you, an idea, a way to transform your life in 2025, take a day per week without coffee. And if that feels like too much of a stress, then really, stretch, really ask yourself why. Like, why do you need that caffeine? What is it about it? Is it the ritual? Is it the, the smell? Like, what is it? And how would your life be without being reliant on that external force to quote unquote, get you going? Number 11, make one more meal at home a week. So if you are continuing to eat out, let's say you make, 5 meals at home, make it 6 meals at home per week. I think this is a big one for people. I so rarely eat out. Even when I'm traveling, I really get items from a health food store, and that's like my eating out when I'm traveling. But making one more healthy organic meal at home can be super transformative in your life. Number 12, seasonally organic facials. This is one that I have implemented this year as well. And again, I love organic skincare, and I'm really thankful to have organic facial somewhat nearby me. And so every season equinox or what's the other one? I can't think of the word right now, but like spring, summer, winter, fall. And then I get an additional one on my birthday. But really getting an organic facial can be a really fun goal, and it's seasonally. So it's, you can do it 4 times a year. If you want to add in your birthday, that's 5. So it's a pretty reasonable goal that you can look forward to and, add in to some of these weekly, daily ways to transform your life. 13, write 1 handwritten note a month and mail to someone you are grateful for. I love this one because it really puts gratitude into a somatic form, and you feel grateful, and the person receiving it also feels that love from you as well. So that's 12 people a year, 1 a month. And it's just a great practice to even do with your children as well. Number 14, do weekly or monthly energy clearing sessions. And I'll include a link below with someone who I highly recommend, but she does body talk. Laura, she was on a Transformed Life Summit. Her energy sessions are amazing. And so if you're really looking to transform your life and get some healing physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, invest in these energy body talk sessions monthly or regularly. And that will also add to your total transformation of your life. 15, this is another one I do daily as well. It's red light therapy. Now I just have the face mask, but I also use it for my chest. And red light is just so beneficial. I would love to have a full red light studio someday. So that is definitely in the works. Right now, I just have a little device, and I get mine from Bon Charge. 16, a sauna weekly or sauna daily. I, again, have the sauna blanket from Bon Charge. So if you don't have a walk-in sauna, you can get the blanket. And that can be a really great transformative practice to sweat out and to relax. And it also has infrared light in there as well. Number 17, gratefulness practice every morning and every evening before bed. This is another one that you can do with your children that I highly recommend. I use the free app Intelligent Change every morning and every evening before bed. I think today was day 631 in a row that I have been doing. I did it. I missed 1 day last year. So in the last 2 years, I've done 2 years in a row, only missing 1 day. And this is, again, a really good practice to implement into your life. And the daily affirmation section in this particular app, I do the forgiveness statements every morning. And so I think that's just a really good way, at least for me. And I highly recommend and suggest it for your consideration as well, to do the forgiveness statements in the morning. And it really kind of sets the tone for your day ahead. Number 18, eat only organic, hopefully local, grass raised, not grass finished, but grass raised beef. This one little change can really impact your life. Quality protein is paramount. I will also add this to eat only organic local eggs. And there's still support our local farmers that, are using regenerative practices, and we really need to support local farmers as much as possible. So making this one change in your life can really transform your health, and also the farmers as well, their livelihood and Mother Earth and all of that great stuff for, not only your human health, but also the health of our soil, the health of our animals, and just a higher consciousness level of where you're buying your food. Number 19, we're almost there. Drink only from glass. And, all of these all have one theme: awareness. Really being aware of your choices that you make on a day-to-day basis. And so how often are you drinking from glass? Or how often are you drinking from glass? How often are you drinking from plastic? And stainless steel is not bad either. But if you are, drinking from plastic water bottles, really see if you can switch over to glass. I love Mason glass jars. Check out the Mason Bar company, Mason BAR. They make the lids that can go on with straws, and that's what I mainly use for my daily drinking. Number 20, do something different every month. So pick one thing to kind of do different. You can even do this on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, but doing something different rewires your brain. And so some ideas are like brushing teeth with your non-dominant hand, taking a different route to work, using non-dominant hand for different tasks. So like, what hand do you hold your cup in or your glass in? Do you just really notice what hand you're using for different things? What foot even goes first? Try using a different foot, like your left foot goes first instead of your right. And when you start doing something different, your brain begins to rewire and change. And that's another way to transform your life. Isn't that just amazing? Number 21, replace TV/streaming services watching with a healthy, aligned choice. So I don't have any streaming services. I don't own a TV. I really personally like jigsaw puzzles. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of see me periodically share my jigsaw puzzles that I am working on. I think I'm on my fourth puzzle this year. And one of them was a 2,000 piece. I'm really super proud of that one. It was pretty hard. And now I'm just layering my puzzles on top of each other with poster board. So we'll see how high these layers get. But this is, I just have the puzzle out all the time. And so, really creating a space, I guess a lot of TVs are on the wall, but, see if you can have a puzzle on a table where it's just out and you kind of, do a piece here and there. This is a really great way for, kids to be involved instead of, sitting down on the couch and watching, something on their device or watching TV. They can do something productive with their mind. And it's such a mindful exercise. And this is how I use something different. I use a non-dominant hand to do puzzles. And even I like to work on puzzles upside down. Again, just something different. Maybe instead of some other ideas, instead of a jigsaw puzzle, if that's not your thing, go to bed earlier. Read a book. Connect with your family or friends. You can paint. You can doodle. You can get an adult coloring book and colored with color pencils. But just something different, something that's, spiritually nourishing to you, nourishing to your soul, nourishing to your body and your mind instead of just numbing out. Number 22, switch out one toxic product a month for a clean one. If you need ideas, I am here to support you. So please reach out if you need a clean swap. More than happy to help you. Send me an email, send me a direct message. We can hop on a video call. Would love to help you where you want to switch out a toxic product for a clean one. You can grab the Healthy Home Starter Kit. It's half off right now on my website, hoperosespeaks.com. I think it's like $17. And that will give you a lot of initial options for switching out toxic products to healthy ones. But some ideas, categories, skincare products. And I will say this, Airbond, Mary Kay, Beauty Counter. What are some other ones? And all those are the top three that kind of come to mind right now. They are not clean products. I know people think they are, but they are not. Sheets, towels, your food storage containers, switch it out for glass. What are you cooking with? If you are currently using non-stick, switch it out for cast iron or stainless steel pans. And so again, this is a monthly thing that you can do, like make it the first of every month or the 10th, or just something that feels fun that you can kind of look forward to, that you can plan if you budget for it. Maybe you make it a bi-monthly event that you switch out a product for, especially if it's a bigger item that you need to financially invest into. Number 23, serve and support at least one person a month with something. And this could be monetary, or it could be another service like emotional support, like a phone call. It could be, serving at the local homeless shelter, a food bank. It could be supporting someone with a healing service. If you have a healing service, you could just, gift someone that service to them. But really see where you can serve and support at least one person every month in 2025 and see how that transforms your life. 24, we're getting close to 25. Begin the day with an adrenal drink instead of coffee. So this one is kind of a piggyback on number 10. Again, I don't drink coffee. I make my own adrenal drink. You can see the recipe on Instagram. I have a reel on there with what I put in mine. If you need further instructions, again, just reach out to me. Happy to help you. But an adrenal drink will really help your overall health, your mood, your true energy sources over time, and just start making the switch. Maybe you take idea number 10 from this list and you up it from, 1 day to, 2 days without drinking coffee. And soon you're not drinking coffee. You're not reliant on something external for energy, but energy comes from within. And number 25, choose organic, real food. Now, this could be a big one for you, but I would just recommend anytime you can choose organic, real food over something that is conventional or something that's easy or something that is like fast food, really make a choice to choose organic. Seek out organic stores, seek out local organic farmers and ranchers, support them, and you will notice such a transformation in your overall health, your mood, your life. And remember, transformation is plural. It is not just singular. It's mind, body, spirit. And these are just 25 ways to, transform your life in 2025. I could probably go for another 25 and make it 50, but I'll stop there. I'm going to turn this into a PDF. And if you want it, it will be available on my website. I will include the link in the show notes below. And so just, as I kind of wrap up here, what will stretch you? What will expand you in 2025? Like just out of your comfort zone, but not out of range. And so, you want these goals to be exciting, ones that that you can do. And, maybe you pick a couple of them. Maybe you pick just one to really focus on throughout 2025. And I would just encourage you to, again, pick something that's going to expand you, that's going to transform your life, that you can stick with on I really think a daily dedicated practice in any of these areas is just so important for our overall growth. And especially if we have children, when they see us, be dedicated to taking care of our mind, body, and spirit, that will impact them as well. And when one person heals, we all heal. And so I really hope these ideas gave you some food for thought. And if you need more ideas, let me know. Would be happy to offer you some more and support you in however I can. And I will see you next week. Christmas is coming up. I can't believe it. And right around the corner is January 1st. So as you get ready for the new year, the same you, but a transformed you in 2025, I hope these ideas will really resonate with you and, fire you up for the new year and to keep you grounded no matter what comes in 2025, that you can have the transformed life of your desires, and we give healing to everyone that enters our field. So with that, I will wrap up. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for listening to a Transformed Life podcast. If you got something out of today's episode, please take a screenshot and share it on social media with your takeaway. And don't forget to tag us at Hope Rose Speaks. Have a beautiful day.